Hi. May know me as Ricardo. You may know me as Toxic Breath. You may know me as a lot of other things. Today, I am making a video on weight loss. And just to say, how am I qualified? Because I'm a fat guy. Well, I used to be about 320 pounds. Now I'm down to about 245, 250 ish. So I lost about 70 pounds, and I feel great. And along the way, and I'm not going to stop here, but I'm going to keep going. And along the way, I've learned some really important stuff. And that, like, okay, let's start with what do they tell us we should do? They tell us we need to exercise more and eat less. Okay, where do they get that from? I believe that they get it from looking at skinny, healthy people, or just a healthy person, and they say, okay, what do they do that fat people don't? Oh, they eat less and they exercise more. But what I believe is that healthy people, they are healthy not from the results of eating less and exercising more, but they just naturally exercise more and eat less because they're healthy. So like, for some of those people, it's really hard to sit still because they have it. I think when you're healthy, one of the side effects of being healthy is having endless amount of energy. And the way that I figured this out is, with me, I love to eat food. I love to eat a lot of food. So I used to eat a shitload of junk, just pure junk. So when I transitioned to eating healthy, I didn't want to exercise, so I didn't, and I didn't want to eat less food, so I didn't. I just looked at foods that were really healthy, and I would like, oh, whatever it is, celery, and it said this is good for this and this and this and your arteries and whatever, and chili peppers and salmon and olive oil, and I just start adding things to try to give my body nutrition, so that, and I would eat huge plates of food, just massive. But after a while, I kind of started to naturally eat less. I think it's because I just started to become healthier. So I didn't have to eat less to become thin. I became healthier, and then I naturally just started to eat less, and I had more energy on top of that. So I think what we have to do to lose weight is, don't do what skinny people do, which is what I was saying. But you need to seek nutrition. Like what do they have? They have vitamin centers, or whatever, and like GNC or whatever. You can get a vitamin A, and you take one pill from vitamin A, and it probably be the same amount in that pill as eating like 40 apples or some shit. That's basically just stuffing your face with that vitamin. I mean, why not just eat 40 fucking apples? I mean, that's probably not healthy because there's a lot of sugar and stuff, but what you need to do, look for things that are going to improve your health. Look for foods, try to understand, like, okay, blood pressure. Look for things that would lower your blood pressure, or whatever it is that you're having, weight loss, and like, look for health, and you will become healthy. Don't worry about trying to exercise more. Exercise is good for you. We know that because it builds muscle and stuff. But if you look at a lot of people, they exercise, but they're still kind of eating shitty, and they end up gaining more weight. Or there's people that go on these diets, and what happens? Their body is starving for nutrition. So then they just go, when they go back to eating shit because they're so hungry, they end up going full on in the wrong direction, even worse than they did before, and they gain more weight than they even lost. So I don't know if my theory is right. It worked for me, and maybe it'll work for you. It makes sense, but if we go by what makes sense, exercise more and eat less. And we know that was fucking wrong. We know that's wrong, and I believe it's wrong. Just good luck, and I hope this helped you and informs you a little bit. And just be your own investigator, because maybe some foods are great for me, but they may be terrible for you. Who knows? People are allergic to stuff. Maybe your ancestors never encountered that kind of food in their in their agriculture or whatever in their culture, so your body's not used to processing that. You got to be your own detective. Find the foods that work for you. Find the foods that make you feel good. You're not supposed to feel like shit after a meal. You eat a meal and then you go, that's not good. That means that your body's like restricting your vessels, your blood vessels and stuff, and it's keeping from the food from circulating throughout your body because it's not very good for you. So you're not like, I eat a piece of salmon and a huge stir fry and maybe a salad and then maybe something else that's delicious and healthy for me. I'll throw some avocados and some boiled eggs or whatever, and then afterwards I will be stuffed, but I'll be like, I can go for a walk. I'm not tired or nothing like that. But I'm trying not to make this video too crazy long. I hope you liked it. Good luck, man.